Imagine waking up on the very first day of a brand new year, and God Himself gives you a special assignment. The air is crisp, the camp is quiet, and you sense that something extraordinary is about to happen. That's exactly what happened to Moses. God spoke and said, on the first day of the first month, set up the tabernacle, the tent of meeting. This was no ordinary tent. It would become the very place where God's presence would dwell among His people. Moses listened carefully, knowing that every detail mattered. He understood that this was a sacred task, one that would shape the future of the Israelites. So Moses got to work. Every instruction from God mattered. He gathered the people, and together they began to build, following God's directions step by step. He carefully placed the Ark of the Covenant behind the curtain, honoring the most holy spot. The Ark was the symbol of God's promise and faithfulness, and it was treated with the utmost respect. He set up the table and arranged the special bread, just as God told him. Each loaf was a reminder of God's daily provision and care for His people. Then came the golden lampstand. Moses lit its lamps, letting the light shine, reminding everyone of God's presence. The warm glow filled the tent, a symbol of hope and guidance in the wilderness. Every item, every action, was done with care and reverence. Step by step, detail by detail, Moses followed every command. He didn't rush or skip a single instruction, knowing that obedience to God was the key to blessing. He placed the altar for burnt offerings. This altar would be the place where sacrifices were made, a way for the people to say thank you, sorry, and please to God. He set up the basin for washing. This was a sign of being made clean before coming close to God, a reminder that God is holy and invites us to be pure in heart. But He didn't stop there. Moses anointed the tabernacle and everything in it with oil, making each part holy, set apart for God. The sweet scent of oil filled the air, marking everything as special for God's use. The next step was just as important. Then, Moses brought Aaron and his sons forward. They were chosen for a special job, to serve as priests and help the people connect with God. He washed them, dressed them in beautiful holy robes, and anointed them to serve as priests. This ceremony showed that they were set apart, ready to serve God and the people. God's people now had leaders set apart to help them worship and follow God. The whole community watched, filled with anticipation and awe. And then, something incredible happened. A massive cloud covered the tent of meeting. It wasn't just any cloud, it was the visible sign of God's presence coming down to be with His people. The glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Light poured out, brighter than anything they had ever seen, and everyone knew that God was truly among them. The presence of God was so powerful, even Moses couldn't enter because the glory was just too much to handle. It was a moment of awe and